Hey butterflies, hey, 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 hey. What y'all doing today? We cooking. That's what we doing, we cooking. And since I haven't done in the kitchen with lately, I figured I'd do one today. We making beef stew. Yay! I gotta make up for lost time, y'all. I am like, hey Adriana, I am like technically a month behind from my post today because I started in February. So since I started in February, I mean, I could just leave it alone and just be like, well, I started in February, but I'm gonna try to catch up. So I may be doing like 2 posts a day or 3 posts a day for a little while. So I'm like, I guess like 30 days behind. So we'll see. We'll see. Hi, Bella. Hi, beautiful. How are you? It's Thursday, y'all. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? So I got my crock pot all ready to go. Mama's over there cutting up some potatoes. I'm gonna cut up these hi Kiki. I'm cutting up about, I think I grabbed about 4 ribs of celery, cut them in half, and I'm cutting them into large chunks for this beef stew. We haven't had beef stew in a little while, I don't think. I try to make it, I bet you can't, you know, I bet you can't. So we're gonna throw these ribs, celery ribs. We cut up the celery ribs, we're gonna throw them in there. I cut up about 1, 2, 3, oh actually 4. And they're in there. Mom's peeling 4 potatoes, and then we're gonna large dice those to go in. And then I bought some baby carrots, petite baby carrots, and I'm gonna throw a couple of handfuls of those in there. I like my carrots, so I usually do a lot of carrots. So we're gonna do 3 handfuls of carrots, and we're gonna sneak and eat one. I've been better, but that's because I just came from a doctor's appointment this morning at 8, and then I have physical therapy at 10. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got my seasoning in there. I would do like the pre-seasoning mix for pot roast. I have done that sometime, but I prefer, I mean, because those pre-seasoning packs, they do have like all those, unless you find a really good one that doesn't have all that extra stuff in there, I'd rather just throw whatever seasonings I like in there, you know, and do it that way. So we got a large onion. I've cut it in half and then cut it in half again. We're going to cut that half into 6 pieces. So we got, let's see, I can show you guys. So in the crock pot right now, we got celery, we got carrots, we have some cumin, let's see, I'm gonna show y'all. The cumin is all gone. So this is my favorite seasoning, Badia. It's my favorite seasoning brand. So we got some garlic, we have some of this. We have some Italian seasoning, which I can't wait for this to be gone so I can get the good one. Because I like, this is my favorite. I didn't put ginger in there, but cumin, I thought it was all gone, but I guess it's not. And that's it. That's what's in there right now. Oh, and some Worcestershire sauce. And I'm gonna cut up 1 more onion because I don't think this is enough onions. So we're gonna put that in there. Pot roast? Well, not pot roast, beef stew. It's easy. Just get your meat, throw it in your crock pot, put a little bit of water in there, or beef
bouillon.
Yeah, beef bouillon, or what's it called? Beef stock, and let it cook. That's it. In the slow cooker, I'm going to put it on. If I was smart, I would have started this earlier, but I went to the grocery store while I was out. So we try to eat around 6. So it's almost 1:30. If I get this on at 1:30, I think we'll be done by 6:30, even if I put it on low, which I think I'm going to put it on low. Because I don't like putting it on high, because then I forget about it and then it be overly done. So yeah, actually, I think that 1 onion is enough. It's just me, Mom, and my husband. So unless the boys come up and they want some, but if I tell them I made beef stew, they may want some. But I still think it would be enough, even if they come up. Okay, so what I did, instead of buying beef stew, because the beef stew, they only had like in the small packages. Hey, Jenny, at the grocery store, they only had the small packages, and they were like $9 for like a pound of the chuck meat. So I bought this. It's $13, and I'm gonna cut it up. I wanted some steak. The steaks was expensive. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy a big piece of meat.
You chop it up.
Huh?
You chop it up.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Yeah, if I ate at 5:30, I would be starving by 7. I have, I try to do 3 shakes a day, trying to getting back into my eating regimen. So I've gotten back to the point where I have 2. I usually have 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and I'm probably not going to do the 3rd one. I'm probably going to have like a yogurt or something for snack, and then I will have a sensible dinner. That's what we're working on. Actually, I could probably wait. I think I'm gonna wait to put these potatoes in there, because I don't want them to get too soft and be like mashed potatoes inside. So I'm gonna cut them.
Put them on a bowl.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut them, put them in a bowl with some water so they don't turn brown. And then, so we got like, what'd you do, 5?
Yeah.
5 potatoes like this size. So I'm gonna cut them in half. And then, whoops, cut them in half again. And then I cut these halves into 3s so that you get those nice big chunks of potatoes. And then probably about halfway in, so it's 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. That's 5 hours. So at about 2.5 hours, I'll put the potatoes in. And if you have a potato that's a little bit longer, you know, if you see a piece that you cut it and it just looks bigger, then you know your family, you know if they want to eat monster-sized potatoes or if they want, a little bit bigger sizes. So I have, you want to try to get them about the same size. So about that size is good. That way they all cook the same. So I'm going to put this in a bowl. Dump that, Mommy, if you can. And then, no, behind you in the trash. And then I can use that bowl. Jenny, what you cooking tonight? And then I'm going to cut up this piece of beef. So I'm going to put these potatoes in my mixing bowl and just let them sit there. What you do, Mom?
Drop the onions.
Mom, then drop. Thank you. My favorite color. Hubby found it for me. I need like a whole set, that color. Okay, so potatoes are in here. We're gonna sit them over here. So, oh, nothing's changed in there, y'all. Okay, so now we got the piece of steak. The big old, if I was making a pot roast, like the oven pot roast, this is what I would use. And put the same things, Like I could technically like just put this in there. Oh, you know, I haven't done that in a while. Thinking. Because I could just take this. You could just do this. Like a beef stew is the little pieces. And pot roast is the big piece of meat. So you can just take this and put that in your crock pot. Do the same thing. Cover it with some beef stock or just water. Because the beef will make beef stock if you want. And let it cook. Which is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to just stab it up a little bit. So that the seasoning can get up in there. And then I'm going to also seasoning it. I'm going to also season it a little bit. So I'm going to take some garlic. I forgot. You know, I haven't made like a pot roast in a really, really long time. I always make the beef stew. So we're going to have pot roast for dinner tonight. That's what we're going to have. So I'm going to put some garlic on there and some of the complete seasoning. Some garlic and some complete seasoning. And rub that all in. And that's why I stabbed it up so that when I rub this in, some of that seasoning will get into the meat. We're going to sit this right on top of the vegetables. And then we're going to take some water because I didn't get no beef stock. Don't have no beef bouillon. And I'm going to cover it just halfway. Because as it cooks, it's also going to make juice. So I did 2 cups like this. And I will let y'all see that. So this is what it's in here. It's sitting on top of that. I'm going to put it over there in the crock pot on low. Walk with me. Walk with me. All right. So we got it in the crock pot now. On low. We got the lid on it. And we're just going to let that cook now.
Get that onion off the floor.
Okay, so we're gonna let that cook. It is 1:30 here now. What time is it? 1:30. Ooh. So we're gonna come back at about, like I said, like 6:30 and check it at, well, actually I'll come back at, what I say, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 at 4. And we'll put the potatoes in at 4 o'clock. And then we'll come back at 6:30 to see how it's doing. I'm gonna make, I got potatoes in there. I don't know what to make. Because there's vegetables in there. Like, I would normally make rice or mashed potatoes. But it's like that's extra potatoes. And I'm trying to cut back. We're trying to cut back on carbs. So maybe for the first time, we'll just eat it like a pot roast with nothing on the side. Or I could make some extra veggies. That's what I could do. I could do like some, I think I have some, what do I have in here? Let's see. We got some mushrooms. Oh, I didn't put no mushrooms in there. Ha. We could do either green beans or the broccoli melody. Broccoli melody or green beans, Mama?
Green beans.
Green beans. Mama said green beans. We're going to do green beans and we can grab, get back there, the mushrooms. Yep. So that will be our side. Mushrooms mixed with green beans. And there we go. Say hi, Mommy.
Hey.
Okay. So that's it. I'm not going to make the vegetables now. It's way too early. But yeah. So that's going to be dinner. And I will be back. Thank you guys for joining me. Really quick. What's in the kitchen? Who's in the kitchen? Cooking with. In the kitchen with. I don't know what it's called. You know, we cooking dinner. That's all I know. Talk to you guys later.